Well, hello there YouTube, this is N7TFP, and today we have another equipment review. Today we're looking at the FT-60 2-meter 440 HT from Yaesu. I've had this radio for about 2.5 years, something like that. I think it's been in production for about 3, and I believe they're still making them as well. So it's a great radio. Not going to go into all the fancy details in terms of specifications and things like that, because all that information is available online. So I'm not going to waste your time there. I'm not going to tell you about how I can hit repeaters 1,000 miles away on 5 watts, because I can't, and well, to be honest with you, most HTs perform relatively similarly. But I will talk to you a little bit about how it feels in your hand, how it operates, and things like that. Okay, so first I'd like to talk just a little bit about operation. When you first turn the radio on, it doesn't take very long to boot up, but it does have a little boot up sequence. It gives you your voltage for the battery, and then you're ready to go. It has a couple of modes. It has first, your VFO mode where you can tune in whatever you want, and then also has a memory mode. For again whatever you want. I don't have very many memories in here right now because I haven't used it a whole lot lately, but I'm probably going to load it up with some local repeaters. Other than that, it's a pretty good radio. A little bit about the knobs on top. You've got volume, squelch, which is this ring right here. You slide the ring on the bottom of this knob around. Opens and closes the squelch. Speaker's obviously pretty loud, as you can tell. And then you've got this knob here for selecting things like memories or tuning the VFO. On the back we've got a nice big belt clip. It's got a pretty good spring on it, so it when you put it on something, it grabs on pretty tight and won't really come out. Put it on you put it on your jeans or your belts or whatever, and it's going to stay there. Let me turn this off so it doesn't make any noise. The battery's pretty good. It has a pretty nice system for, clipping itself in there. That little thing pops off, and then it just slides out like this. It has a seal around it to keep the water out, which is pretty nice. Dropped it in the water a couple of times, never had any problems. One of the things you'll notice when you have the battery in here and everything, and you pick the radio up, is it's pretty solid feeling. It's pretty heavy. It has a aluminum frame, I believe, so it's it's solid. I've dropped it once or twice on accident, of course, and it still works. It's not made out of plastic like some of those cheap Radio Shack, family radio service radios or anything like that. It's a solid piece of equipment, and even the antenna that it comes with is pretty darn good. I've had reasonable performance with the stock rubber ducky. It's worked great. I had another whip on there for a while and really didn't work any better. It was supposedly one of the best ones according to the reviews on eHam. And I put that on there and didn't really notice a big difference. It was a little bit better, but not much. The radio has an that's an SMA mount, and that works fine. I might prefer BNC if I had to choose, but this is definitely more rigid and sturdy than a BNC, so that's nice. When the antenna goes on there and you screw it down, it's not going anywhere. And the this is not flimsy at all. This thing is really rigid. So if you drop it and it lands on the antenna, especially this one, it's not going to break it off the radio. I guarantee you that. It'll break your antenna first. So the entire body of the radio is very solid. Other than that about sums it up for the radio. It's a great buy, and if you're thinking about a nice, solid, rugged 2-meter 440 HT that you want to have, it doesn't have tons and tons of features and menus to get lost in, then this is probably a winner. Great audio on both transmit and receive. It's not hi-fi, of course, but it does a fine job. So if you have any questions or anything you feel like I missed on the review, just drop a comment down in the box, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Other than that, thanks for watching, and 73s.